Hello and merry time zone friends, it's Mad here today bringing you another episode of the Star Sign Legacy Challenge with Astrid and Andromeda. We are on episode 18 and that means we are so close to the end of generation 1. We have a few more things to do to complete the generation with her. It's going to be really sad to say goodbye to these characters, but for right now we still have more time with them, so we're going to enjoy every minute of it. So without further ado, grab your cuppers and settle in. It has been a hot minute since we've visited this family. There's been a lot of things happening in the background that are being prepared and ready for today, and I'm excited to be able to reveal some of those to you. As a very brief recap for where we left episode 17, because I know it's been a while, we have got Astrid to level 10 of the career. We've completed the aspiration. Robin is a toddler, Apricity is a child, and the only thing really we have left to do with Astrid now is get rock climbing and snowboarding to level 10. With the children in mind, we are going to be doing a makeover for these two today. There's not a lot we're going to be doing for Robin because we probably are going to end up having her be a child very soon, and that's going to be where we're going to get a lot more personalization. But Apricity for definite is getting a big makeover today, and I'm so excited to see where it's going to go. We're also going to dig deep into the backstory, which I've been planning and researching in the background, and I want to get your guys' opinion before we solidify it into the story. We're going to go through that a little bit, but first, I have something to show you. I finally made all of our wedding photos into custom content to put into the game, so now we have our wedding mural in the bedroom, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. If we start here at the top, we've got the wedding certificate right front and center, with a picture of Astrid on one side, Darius on the other, and then the top line is their story, starting from dating to moving in together to the proposal, the stag and hens meal, and then finally the wedding day. Then we have the next line down with pictures of the bridesmaids and the best men. Rip Clayton, there's going to be something to do with him later on today as well. And then finally we have the pictures down at the bottom of them looking absolutely stunning in their outfits, in the flowers. It's just so pretty, and I'm really glad that I finally got this done. I mean, look at them, they look so cute. Look at all the girlies there, and then we have Cardo and Clayton. Oh, they look so happy, and I think it's really cute having this here, so I'm really glad I managed to get a chance to finally do that. So we are starting off here with Robin, who has the cutest little space buns with the orange in it. It's so sweet. I might let her keep the little space buns, but I think we're going to change up the color a little bit. Oh, look at these little space buns. Okay, I like these. These are cute. We're going to roll with this. So in between the last part and this one, I did go ahead and buy the life and death pack. And now I'm seeing so many cute things we can do. And I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this. It's so sweet. I love it. I feel like I have to use this. If not for this outfit, maybe for some like cold weather wear or something. You know, I'm kind of getting a bit of a vibe from Robin. I love this jumper for her, but I'm kind of getting a little bit of like almost not quite alternative, but maybe like slightly darker vibes, and I'm kind of here for it. Oh, please. Those are cute. Oh my gosh, this top. This is so cute, actually. I kind of like it in this color on her. It's such a vibe. Oh, with the little lace white socks. Yes. Do we have a yellow in the top? We do. Oh, I like it. It's so cute. This is a very Darius outfit is the vibe I'm getting. Oh, why is this so her? Please, like the little like varsity jacket. I love that. So we have everyday wear. It's just a very basic baggy blue top and trousers with the blue shoes. Formal wear is the new jumper from Life and Death with this cute little blue skirt, blue shoes, and the grey and blue tights, which almost kind of look like the butterflies on the shirt, and I'm here for it. Sleepwear, she has the kimono with the slippers. Party wear, this cute like almost like cowgirl-esque kind of jumper with the lacy white socks, the blue trousers, and the black shoes. Swimwear is just very basic. Got a hot weather wear, and it's the Darius inspired outfit with a yellow top, yellow sliders, and the little blue shorts. And cold weather wear, the baggy varsity style yellow jacket with a striped top, and then we have the puffy little shoes to go with it. I think that's very cute and very Robin. Now it's for the big task. We have our big sister here, Apricity, who I think it's about time we got you sorted. I love this hair, but just not for you. I think we need to work this out a little bit better. I think I quite like this little side ponytail. It's given the same kind of energy as the original one, but without it being alpha alpha CC, so it doesn't stand out quite as harshly, and I think I'm going to give her this at least while she's a child. So for anyone who missed it or doesn't remember from last time, the trait we gave her was a dog lover, and her aspiration is creative genius. The sim wants to build the creative and mental skills to inspire innovation and play, so we want her to have some kind of creative, inspiring outfits, I think, kind of get the creativity going when she's younger, which is really going to be the inspiration and drive for as she becomes potentially our chef sim. If we go through this and we do the backstory for Apricity, which I'll go through in just a moment, regardless of what we do with her character, she can be the heir, she can be not the heir, and we go with Robin. Whatever happens, we're going to stick with the same sort of story. I want you guys to give your input, but as we're going through the outfits, let me go through the story I had in mind for her. As I was saying in the previous episode, something happened while we were in Creator Sim trying to fix all the different broken customer content. I went in to have a look and see if any of my items were broken, and in doing so, within that process, it kept changing Apricity's eyes. One of the things it landed on was an image of her having completely white eyes. Now, I have looked into it since. That is a known glitch which can happen sometimes. I don't believe it's related to custom content. It's something to do with base game, maybe occult stuff. I'm not entirely sure, but we managed to fix it. But it did give me an idea of something, and I decided to do some research, and I stumbled upon a certain cook, a famous chef who has a visual impairment, and the idea came to me of Apricity's eyes turning white was almost kind of like she had visual loss, and it gave me the idea of, could we have a chef with visual impairment? I really wanted to do some good representation of disabilities, visual impairment stuff, but I didn't want to do it in a way that was going to be disrespectful, so I decided to do some research, and I discovered Christine Ha. She is an incredible Asian chef who is very famous, has done stuff with MasterChef. She was a winner on that, and she came back as a guest judge. She's done so much incredible work, including a TV show which is called Four Senses, which was on AMI TV, and I want to go and see if I can find this, which is essentially, it's a cooking show for people with disabilities, specifically to do with visual impairments. And it was aired on Accessible Media Inc., which is a Canadian cable network designed to make television accessible to the vision and hearing impaired. So it has a lot of audio description, narrating everything that's going on in the kitchen, including what they're doing, how things feel or how they smell or how they sound. And I just thought it was a really, really beautiful way of being able to bring the art of cooking to people who have visual and auditory impairments. She herself has a condition which is known as neuromyelitis optica. From what I understand, it is basically a neurological disease which attacks the optic nerve and spinal cord. This is her condition that developed when she was in like sort of mid to late 20s, and it was something that just kind of came out of nowhere and just happened, and she's managed to make an entire career in spite of it. She uses a lot of adaptive technologies and assistive technologies like food scales, thermometers, and liquid level indicators that do oral readings, which means she can still do what she loves whilst still having vision impairment. And I had this idea that I almost kind of wanted to represent that and celebrate that, because I think she's an absolute powerhouse. I didn't know anything about her until I started researching vision loss, and there's a part of me, and I wanted to run it by you guys before I decided to go ahead and run with it, because we had this thing with her eyes going funny. It just kind of gave me the idea of, why don't I give her some kind of vision impairment and kind of do as much good awareness and representation as I can get. Obviously, I don't want to do any kind of injustice, describe it wrong, or do anything that's going to come across as offensive or incorrect. So I did want to run it by you guys first. I wanted to know what you thought about the idea of kind of running with this theme, and I do have some mods which I have installed. I'm going to try it in my own time before we use in the series that kind of like run with the theme of visual impairment and blindness, and I am very intrigued at possibly using those. If you guys would think that that would be a good idea or want to know more, I can leave links to the mods in either the description or the comment, but I wanted to get your opinion. Do you think it's a good idea, or do you think we should kind of leave it alone and just run with it normally? And if you have any suggestions and are like, we want to see this, but here is some more information to make you more informed, please do let me know where I can go for more information. I am absolutely happy to do some research to make sure that I show this with the best representation I can do. Websites for awareness, information that you want to share with myself, with the community, please feel free to do so. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this idea. In the meantime, let's go back and have a look at the finished outfits, and then we're going to hop back into the gameplay. I hope you guys like the idea, but as I say, let me know what your thoughts are. Right, I think I'm finally settled on the outfits now. We have a good selection here. I tried to go with the creative side, try to bring in some of the blues that she would have grown up with, but try and introduce a little bit of her own style because, as I said earlier on in the series, her colour is going to be orange for her generation, and I feel like she's been influenced by her mum's hair colour as well as her colour palette for the outfits to kind of be like a nice eclectic mix between the two as she's growing up. So she's got a lot of blue and a lot of oranges. Here in the everyday outfits, we have this really cute set of dungarees with the sunflowers and the colourful sliders. It just looks comfy and creative. You could do art in that. You could just, it's a very creative kind of vibe. And then again, I really like the idea of this outfit. I don't know why, the crop top on her seems to vibe. The dirty trousers, like she's been traipsing around in the mud and maybe doing some painting and clay work, and she's just been getting her clothes absolutely filthy, not a care in the world because she's too busy being innovative and creative. I love the beret, it was just very cute. Then we have this one, which is a nice baggy top and a baggy pair of jeans, because sometimes it's all about just being comfortable and being able to just create in your own comfort zone. So I really liked this. I thought it was quite cute for her. And then finally, we did bring back in the jumper that we had from her sleepwear. I thought it was really cute. And again, because she's creative, she's probably got paint all over her trousers. So we went with these messy ones. She ain't about being clean. She's about just making stuff, and I thought it was such a vibe. Go to formal wear, we've just got a nice just basic outfit here. I like the blue top with the little skirt and the little like shiny blue shoes. Athletic wear, again just a very basic black and blue just joggers outfit. Sleepwear, we have the space themed onesie, which I think is just perfect because the Andromeda Zodiac theme, you know, it kind of fits. Party wear, we've gone with this really fun like orange and brown outfit, the Looney Tunes t-shirt with the long sleeve underneath, and if you like, let's do a little zoom in, you can see the ice cream necklace. And I did try to get a couple of food related things throughout the outfits, not much, but just a couple of little nods. We have just a nice orangey kind of floral swimwear. Hot weather wear, here we have our second reference to food. We have the little strawberry necklace, which I thought was really cute. This top I've never seen before, but I thought it was really nice, so I decided to work with it. There's some custom content shorts here, and I thought they went super well with it. It's from the Paranormal pack, but it's extended in a CC version with some just nice blue shoes. And of course, we had to give her her crochet dress with the cowboy boots with the butterflies. I don't know why, I just thought it was really fun, so I thought we'd keep it. Give her a little cowboy hat. Hopping over to cold weather, we have two options for this. We have the really comfortable looking jumper, blue with the stars, and I think this looks so cozy. The comfy knitted black hat, and then just a pair of slouchy jeans and some blue and brown boots. And then this was one of the ones that the game gave her, and I decided to keep it because it was comfy, it was orange, it's practical, and living out here in Mount Komorebi, I think this is going to be really nice for her to keep. So with that done, it's time to jump into the full episode. Let's get going, let's hit done on these outfits, and we're gonna get straight in. So if we take a little cheeky peek here at Aprecity's aspiration of creative genius, they want to put a treehouse up, and clearly we don't have enough room on this lot for a treehouse. So what I'm thinking, I don't believe we're going to be able to fit it in the middle of the Zen garden, but we never use this end of the garden over here. I know we have some planters that are kind of undercover, but we can move those. And what I'm thinking is we don't ever use this pool. Darius did one time, but it's not really a pool that's great for doing laps. And I think we can maybe fit a treehouse here. So what I want to start by doing is removing this section. What we'll do is we'll just kind of close this off. Let's get a piece of flooring in here. So this area is still going to have a little bit of covering because Apricity is going to start doing a little bit of her own gardening, I think. Getting ready to essentially grow her own food for being a chef. Let's get rid of these. We're going to get rid of the pool, make ourselves a nice mint of 2,500. Going to keep this over here. We'll probably have to move this because putting a flower arranging table right next to the fire, probably not the best idea. So now we have this entire area open. Oh, it just about fits in this gap. I think we'll fit it in just like this because then it faces away from the house. You can kind of get this view out here. I know there's like a bunch of houses, but it's better than facing the wall or facing the garden, I think. Just give it kind of a nice little view out the back here. You know what? That actually looks all right. I don't hate that out here. So now we can use this for Apricity. Let's go back to the live mode. I believe it was Darius that was learning some of the handiness skill because we were trying to get him to do the weather machine. So he probably is going to be the main builder, like Papa giving his kiddos the treehouse of their dreams. So we're going to get him starting on this in just a moment. But let's have a look. Let's check what everyone's mood is like. Robin needs some attention. She needs to have a bath and have a bit of a sleep. Apricity's kind of doing fine, actually. She's gonna go claim the bed. Let's get that going. We have so much cake in this fridge, it's ridiculous. Oh, I know what would be really cute. Let's do a cook together with Apricity and get Astrid to start teaching some cooking to her. That would be cute. Let's see, what do I think Apricity would want to make? Oh, I wish I'd learned how to make mac and cheese at an earlier age, like from scratch, because it's so good. Let's make everyone some mac and cheese. You see, so first we're gonna gather our ingredients. You need some cheese, some milk, and some pasta. We're gonna mix it all up. Yay, mac and cheese, let's go. I love this, her first taste of the cooking world, and she's learning from her mom, who is level 10 cooking. I don't remember what the gourmet skill is for Astrid, but I know she's level 10 cooking. Look at her showing off. She's like, this is how you do it. You're going to be doing this one day if you really want to. You know, you too can be a great chef. All it takes is love, kindness, and practice. I don't know why it takes kindness, but it does. And there is the first meal that they've made together. All right. Everyone come and grab food who needs to eat. Astrid, you and Apricity can just kind of hang out for a bit. What do you think of the mac and cheese, Apricity? What would you do differently? Hopefully nothing, because Mum is amazing cook. Oh, she doesn't like it. She's like, Mom, I can do this better. Oh, she really told her. She's like, nah, actually, I think I can do that better than you. Is she... What are you... Astrid? Astrid's lying about her career to her daughter. Do you not want her to know you're a politician? Mum, while you're focused, I am going to need you to read this rock climbing book, to be quite honest with you, because we are... Let's have a look at the skills. We are, I believe, yeah, we're level 9 on rock climbing, and we have one more to go. While she's still focused, I just want to make sure that the kids are okay and get them all sorted first. And then I want to go out to the slopes. I am just going to light some sharpening saffron, get her super focused. Let's take care of the kids. So the other thing we need to do for Apricity's creative genius is achieve level 3 creativity. So let's go and have a look in build mode, see what we can do for creativeness. I know there's the activity table. So I'm going to go and just put one of these upstairs in her rooms. You can sit here under the window and do a little... Actually, you know what? Go over here. I reckon let's do that. Put it next to the window. She can look outside. I think she probably can do some stuff in the tent as well. All right, she's definitely feeling better up here. So go and make some summer crafts. Why not? Oh my gosh, look at this. Stanley's come to watch her draw. She's bored of reading the book at a low skill level. I don't think this is going to work for her anymore. Oh, look at that. Let's put that above the bed. That looks... Oh, that's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Okay, pop that over here instead. Do you want to go and play make-believe? Right, Astrid, sort the laundry out. It's pristine and damp, so move it to the dryer. Add this lot as well. We're doing all the maintenance while we can. Everyone is super tired. We're probably not going to get out to do any of our stuff today, but that's fine. We need to take care of the house, so get this laundry washed. Astrid, can we do potty training, please? Apricity's taken herself off to sleep. She does need to pee. I don't know if she's going to be able to do it there. Can you come? I know it's a long way to go, but... Go and use Mum Dad's toilet, and then tomorrow is going to be skill day. Darius is home. Hi, honey. I'm sorry to get you to do work straight away, but I need you to call a repair service, please. Darius needs to sleep as well, but we need to get this TV fixed because it's starting to really annoy me that it's just like, it's like sparking and smoking all the time. Oh, God, wait, Robin's hungry. I know we just read you to sleep, but I need you to wake up because it's actually more important that you eat right now. Grab some mac and cheese. Get this nasty food out of our inventory as well. Oh, I can't. Apparently it doesn't exist. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about, but apparently I got a little bit of a glitch there. Perfect Sims as normal. Don't worry, Robin. You won't be a bubba for long. Well, speaking of, how long do you actually have? Can you go to sleep, please, while we have a look at this? We have 3 days as a toddler. And as for Apricity, it is 13 days as a child. So she's actually going to still be a child when we become elders. Oh, Darius only has 8 days, and then Astrid has 11, and then they're going to be elders. So really, that 11 days, we really need to focus on getting the skills for Astrid. Darius is waking up at 4 in the morning to go and get some mac and cheese. Nothing like 4 a.m. mac and cheese. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh, the mural looks so good in here. It just like It brings a little like extra dimension into this room because it was looking kind of bland and bare, but I deliberately left it so we could have this here. Oh, I love it. I've had an idea. Darius is going to finish his food and go to the bathroom, and he's going to get started on the treehouse really early. Felicity's awake. She can kind of do her own thing for a minute. Do we have homework for her? Oh, we do. All right, do your homework afterwards then. I like that you can make the homework an heirloom, by the way. That's so funny. All right, Dad, time to go build a treehouse. Let's go. Definitely that's how tree houses work. Just take a wrench to the bark and it just works. It's level 3, which isn't too bad. I don't know if you need to be a higher level to do certain upgrades, but no doubt he's going to get enough skill by doing this kind of stuff. Right, there is actually something else that we need to do today though. Once the President's finished our homework, we need to arrange a funeral. It sounds morbid, but I promise you it's for a good reason. You know, we were having issues with getting Clayton's urn. I discovered recently that with the Life and Death pack, you can do a funeral for someone, and when you go up to the casket, you can get an urn for them. So I wasn't able to get it in the world. I couldn't get the mod to work, but the fact that I do now have Life and Death, hopefully, if we do the funeral, we'll be able to get Clayton's urn. I'm hoping his spirit's still in the world. If we get it, we'll be able to put it down on our lot somewhere, strengthen his connection, and then keep the urn on us. She does have school in an hour, so maybe we'll do it later. Astrid, work from home. I'm hoping that's going to be fixed today as well. There was a lot of problems we were having last time with him not liking our progress when we were doing the tasks at home, so we'll see if that still works. Okay, we need to go to the arts quarter, so we're going to go and do that as quick as we can, then we're going to have the rest of the day to ourselves to go and work on skills. There we go, word tasks are done. We are all the way down on average. We're actually kind of at risk of getting demoted, but I'm hoping it's going to count our work task for today. If it doesn't, like I say, we're going to have to go back into work. We'll see what happens at the end of the workday, but it's time to go rock climbing. It feels like it's been forever. Apparently, we haven't put our gear on. Oh, it's broken. That's why. Okay, equip the climbing gear. Let's go. Continuous breaking point. Oh! Hello. Hello from the other side. You don't know me, so this might sound weird, but you're going to inherit from me, kid. Why, you might ask? Let's just say it's better for both of us if you don't ask questions. The money needs to go somewhere, and quick, and I heard through the grapevine that you were a good, upstanding sim. So you're about to inherit a chunk of my hard-earned simoleons. Listen, buddy, part of this life is planning for your death. You should write up a will when you're ready to choose who's going to inherit your simoleons, your heirlooms, and your kids. I did mine on the computer, but you can call an inheritance lawyer to help you write one too, if you want. Just make good choices in life, kid. I sure didn't. I feel like this is the same situation as the marriage proposal thing where you get the extra money if you marry within 7 days. The same kind of vibe is like, that's what I'm getting from this call. And I feel like Astrid, if she said no to what she thought was a scam before, she's going to say no to this if she thinks this is a scam too. But the will thing is a really good idea. So I think we're going to say no thanks. Sounds sketchy. We're not going to take any money, but we are going to look at writing up a will. God, this skill is going to take so long, isn't it? Oh, all right. We'll just keep going until Apricity is home from school. What time does she finish? All right, she finishes at 3, so let's just go for like another half an hour. Darius is at home. He doesn't have work today, so I think what we'll do is we can try and arrange Clayton's funeral today. As I say, I do want to have a legacy, like Zodiac cemetery where everyone from the Legacy Challenge, like Astrid, Darius, all of the kids, and everyone is going to be a part of this graveyard. But I would also love to have the friends and like extended family, extended friends also be here, like the important sims that kind of shaped this entire series. So under social, we can do planned funeral. Okay, so departed sim, we want this to be Clayton. The host is going to be me. We can only do one. I honestly feel like this makes sense because Nancy has, honestly, she's had so much going on. She's had to be taking care of Drake and Rick. She did have to look after our kids quite a lot and our animals a lot while we were having Robin. I think it would be nice for us as our like confident, self-assured sim to be able to help our best friend. So obviously we're going to bring Darius. We want them there. We'll bring Apricity, but we won't bring Robin. Obviously we want Nancy. Let's get Jenna. Let's get Cardo. Obviously we want Rick. And hopefully Drake is in this list as well. Honestly as well, I think we'll bring Dina because they didn't meet for long, but they did meet briefly at the Stag and Hens meal. So I think that makes a lot of sense. We have both of the kids. We are not bringing Jenna and Cardo's kids, but I think this is a good amount of people. That's our 8 guests. We're not going to have a hired mourner. I don't think we need that, and we're not going to worry about an entertainer either, I don't think. Okay, so let's go to the activities. Let's say mourn the deceased. We'll give a eulogy. We'll light some candles, do a moment of silence, and I think the last one we'll do give toasts. We'll see if we can get that to work as well. In theory, we should be able to go to a venue in Ravenwood, which allows us to do these things. If not, we'll get the item we need. Oh no, I forgot to change everyone's formal wear, so everyone's wearing the... Oh no! They're all wearing the, like, wedding outfits. I don't want them to wear their bridesmaid and best men outfit to a funeral. Like, we're gonna just give them some very basic other outfits. Like, this is not the vibe for this right now. So it took me a moment to set up getting everybody's outfits to an appropriate funeral outfit and not the wedding stuff. And in doing so, it did actually cancel the original funeral. So I've reset it up again, invited the same people, done the same activities, and hopefully now we can get this to work. So we are starting off here by putting some drapes on the casket. We're going to go here and go sign a sim, which will be Clayton. And then that will put his picture here. So now this funeral is assigned to him now properly. And then we have the women out the front here that are all collecting, pouring one out for Clayton as everybody else finishes arriving. So we're going to call all the guests over and hopefully they will all come over to these seats. We don't have enough seating for everyone, but it's fine. We should be able to still get everybody in here. This is such a bittersweet moment because it's really nice that we're sort of arranging this all for everyone, and like Nancy doesn't have to do this, like her and her family don't have to worry about it. But we have these random people jogging in and out of this whole building, and it's really kind of ruining the mood. But moreover, like, look at this group of people. Like, the last time we were all together in a room like this was for the wedding. So it's kind of sad in a way. Like, it was Darius's best man, you know, like his kids are here. Oh, everyone's putting on a brave face. Bless you all. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Let's see. We need to start with, let's do a moment of silence after the eulogy, I think. We'll try and keep it lighthearted and keep everyone feeling happy. I mean, as happy as you can be at a funeral, but you know what I mean. We all knew Clayton as the husband of our best friend here, Nancy Franz. He was a wonderful man, an awesome husband, and an incredible father to his 2 kids. He was a wonderful gentleman. He was an amazing best man for us at the wedding. And it's a shame that he's no longer with us, but he will always be here in our hearts and in our zodiac cemetery, which this is a little bit awkward because this has come up in the middle of the eulogy, but it's fine. We will put him into the zodiac cemetery. I'm trying to find the way to be able to collect the urn. I'm sure there is one. So this is just explaining things you can do at the funeral, which we already know about. We are already doing the eulogy here at the podium. We have already put the memorial portrait, and I'm hoping we'll be able to select the casket back here to get the urn. Oh, there's not one there. I'm not sure how to do it. Let's just let her finish giving the eulogy, and once we get to the end of the funeral, we'll see whether or not we are able to get an urn in any other way. We do have Grim at the back of the room here, and I'm hoping he's here to kind of reassure everyone that, like, you know, Clayton's okay wherever he's ended up, even though his spirit is probably wandering the grounds of the very room we're in right now. That's why it feels like he's still here in our hearts, you know. It's because he is still here, literally in the building. Everyone's cheering because they are recognizing the incredible nature that was Clayton Franz. Everybody, if we can gather for one moment of silence in memory of our friend. I said a moment of silence, everyone, please. Thank you very much, everyone, except for Grim, who did not follow the orders there and was talking the entire time. Now, let me have a look around before this event ends to see if there's any way at all that we can create an urn. If we go here to the inventory for the urns, there's nothing in here. And my worry is that we needed to have had the urn in the first place. There's nothing in this casket, even though it's Clayton's funeral. There's nothing here. There's nothing we can do. So I'm really not sure. I'm not convinced we're able to do this mourn deceased because we need an urn or a gravestone. And I think it needs to specifically be that one sim, and we don't have his urn. One of the reasons why I wanted to do the funeral here was not just because I thought it would be a really nice thing to do for the gameplay, but because I honestly thought we'd be able to click over here and create an urn. But there's no urn and there's no gravestone, and we didn't find one in the world, so I don't think we can do this more deceased one. Although again, it says we need to click on the urn or the gravestone. I don't know, let's see if we can make it happen. I'm gonna light a candle for Clayton. My friend, I hope we find the urn for you, or are able in some way to make this happen, to put you in the world forever. I would really hate to lose him, and I'm going to try and figure it out off camera because I know there are ways we can do it, so don't worry, we will have him. This feels like a perfect opportunity here to write a life goal. I really think like we're at a point in our lives, like now's the time for us to start writing goals for ourselves. So I'm going to get Astrid to write one, and we're going to get Darius to write one as well, and see what it is that they want to complete, and hopefully by the end of generation 1 we'll do them and we'll have something for them to be able to complete. Oh my god, she wants to renew their vows. That's her life goal. Renew vows at a wedding arch. This love is forever. I want to make sure my spouse knows I love them while I still can. We just have to head to a wedding arch and take the time to renew our vows once more. That's actually so sweet and also kind of sad because, like, as I say, like, all of these people haven't been in the room together since the wedding. So coming back together for the funeral has made her think about the wedding and go, like, you know what, I actually, like, that's what I want to do. Oh, it's so sweet and it's so sad at the same time. Oh, everyone's having kind of a bad time in terms of food and stuff, but I want to try and get these things done. President, do you want to go say hi to Nancy? Because I don't know if we really know any of these people, and maybe it would be nice to come and essentially like meet your godmother pretty much, because like she kind of did help raise us. Let's see, did we get one for Darius written down? The absolute opposing energies to Astrid's really cute thing. Darius says, honestly, I just want to get weird in a bush. He wants to woohoo in a bush. Hear me out. I'd like to woohoo in a bush. Just to try it this once. Not looking for judgments. I mean, I guess we can go and get married somewhere where there's a woohoo bush. It's just, I mean, okay, fair enough. Like, you got your life goals. I don't know, just having like this life's journey stuff, I think it would be really nice. Like, I got the pack at the right time to be able to kind of make sure like we're looking at these things like the soul's journey, and I think we should look at making a will. I don't know how exactly we do that, but I'm gonna have a look, let's do some research and see if we can't get some of that done before the end of the series. Can we go and give Nancy a hug, please? You know, before the day is over, let's go and hug our best friend. Darius is over here talking to Rick and just giving him the best advice he could possibly give as a father. Oh, unfortunately it was only a bronze, but now that I know how to do it and I know we need the urn in order to complete some of these tasks, next time I'll be a little bit more informed on how to do them. Okay, everyone, it's time to go home. It is about 1 in the morning. It was a very long day and a very sad, heavy, hard day, but we have work to do tomorrow. We have to get back to the grind. This was a really nice thing to do for Nancy and her family, and tomorrow is a new day. We have positive things to look forward to. All right, everyone's home, so let's go and take care of our needs. Pretty much everyone's just going to go straight to sleep. I will see you guys in the morning where we are going to start working on some extra skill stuff. Obviously, Presley's going to be off to school. We're going to do Astrid's day off work, depending on how it works. If it functions correctly, we will continue to work from home. If not, we'll have to send her in because I don't want her to get demoted, and from there we'll decide if we're going to be taking a day at home to do our work tasks and do some skills. If not, we'll do it after work. So I will see you when everybody's awake. Apricity has a loose tooth. She should expect to lose it soon. Wiggling the tooth and brushing her teeth can help speed up the process, or Apricity can bite the bullet and pull the tooth out. I don't know that we're brave enough to do that. Maybe we'll just go and brush our teeth and wait for it to come out. That is the face of someone who is like struggling in life. So I had to take a little break between filming what you just saw and what we're doing right now. And between parts, I ended up buying the new businesses and hobbies pack. And we have a few things popping up here which are new things, so I kind of wanted to show this off before we went any further. We have unlocked the family recipe special touch for, I believe it's both for Astrid and for Darius. Yeah, there it is. They've unlocked the Fertility Unleashed special touch for family recipes from becoming a parent to a newborn in the past. And that's such an interesting little feature that I'm like excited to see what's going to be like coming up with it, especially as our next generation is going to be a chef. It's going to be some really interesting things that come up. We can make some like special like recipes and stuff. That's going to be really fun. Right now though, I have noticed Apricity is kind of not doing so hot. I think she's woken up from a loose tooth problem, but she's also like starving. She's absolutely exhausted and she's filthy. And we know with the Sims, for some reason, they won't sleep if they're disgusting. So I'm going to send her to go downstairs, go use the bathroom, take a shower, and then when you're done, go back to sleep, please. And in the meantime, I've just set Robin to just, because she's in a fairly good mood, I've just got her to go around and just go like, what's that? What's this? What's that? So she's just going to go and get some thinking skill. Darius, you can go and make... Oh, this sink's broken. Yeah, she needs to get his handiness skill up to be able to do the treehouse stuff. So maybe in his fatherhood, he has come to learn that actually he does want to do some handiness stuff. So once he's awake, we're going to get him to come and fix his sink. Sugary cravings. Robin is feeling peckish and could really go for some sweet, delicious snacks. Maybe even make them herself. She's like 4. Why not buy a candy machine and try it? Do I dare? Our next generation is going to be food related. So let's buy a candy machine. It's one of the new things from the pack. Let's just buy one. We'll get it in the blue because we can. All right, Darius is finished fixing the sink, so I'm gonna get him to clean out the gross food, whatever we have in here that's nasty, that's gone, and he's gonna make some pancakes. Astrid is up. I need to find, where is the dog right now? He's upstairs. Mojo, let's go for a short walk. Oh, hold on, Astrid. I'm gonna say work from home. Disappointed again. I'm not understanding what's going on with this. If anybody has any ideas, if this is like, is this a glitch or is this just what happens when you're level 10 of the career? Like, I've been working from home with various different levels of this career and it's never been a problem. But now that we're level 10 of the career, for some reason, every time I work from home, I earn my money, but then it says that my boss is disappointed and my performance goes down. We're not going to work with a positive emotion or maintaining relationships with the co-workers because we're not going in. Is that a problem? Precity, honey, you need to come downstairs because you're about to have to go to school and I'm sorry to have to send you in hungry, but it's almost time. Family recipe potential. This meal turned out really nice, but Darius thinks he can improve it even more. Try to create a family recipe and add some extra flavors to it. Well, how do we do that? Remember that unbeatable grilled cheese sandwich a certain someone always used to make for you as a kid? That was probably a family recipe. Sims will experience certain moments throughout their life that will unlock special touches that can enhance a meal with extraordinary effects. These can be applied to any cooking recipe of your choosing by doing the Create New Family Recipe interaction on a stove, fridge, or the new Grammy's Family Recipes cookbook. There can only be one family recipe that uses a certain special touch at the same time. During recipe creation, select which recipe you want to alter and choose a special touch to apply and add a secret ingredient. You can then name your family recipe and cook it. The special touch will add effects to the meal for the lucky consumer to benefit from. Your sim can also pass on this family recipe to another sim in your household, provided they are on good terms and have the necessary cooking skills. This can be done through the Teach Family Recipes interaction on any stove, fridge, or cookbook. Ooh, that could be really fun because we can pass on some family recipes to whoever our heir's gonna be, and in that way whoever generation 2 is who goes and makes some food stuff, like we can teach them the family recipe and they can put that in their cookbooks. That'd be really fun. We do need to get Darius to a higher level for him to be able to get promoted, but what I actually want though is to get him his aspirations. So what I'm actually going to do, we don't have a book ongoing right now, so let's just go and write a random book. So because this is a science fiction book, I'm going to call it Robin's Game. A baby in space? Yes, you read that right. This toddler adventures across the universe trying to find an alien to play a game with. Let's go, Robin. Let's go see if somebody will go and play something with you. We need to write a letter, which we can do on a computer. We should have our laptop. We can just kind of pop that down wherever. There it is. Mojo! What? Why is he all the way over there? Literally, I told her to go home, and I did mean take the dog with you. Look at this. It's raining and he's out there on his own. Yay, Darius finished his book. Okay, can we go and publish that? Because that's the last thing we need to do for the aspiration. Sell to publisher Robin's game. I think the dogs realized we took Mojo for a walk and they haven't been out yet. So they're yelling like, how come a virtual dog gets a walk and we haven't been? But it's going to be fine. Oh, the laptop broke. Oh. All right, Darius, can you come and try and finish this for me? Oh, everyone's having a bad time. Apricity, she's out here just like, why am I outside? Can we do a read under covers for a little bit? Okay, good, it's working. Oh, she leveled up in creativity as well. Nice. Hooray, there we go. Hunting is level 4. Can now perform advanced upgrades on plumbing objects and craft end tables for the woodworking table. We're not going to be doing any of that, but we do need to do stuff on the treehouse. So having that extra skill is only going to help us out on that one. We're doing a buff with Mojo over in the bathroom here. Why is Mojo getting a phone call? Oh my god, it's 8 p.m. and we haven't done anything. You know what? Apricity will be able to take care of herself if we leave the lot. So Astrid, I know we're really tired, but we can buy her a moodlet silver if we need. Okay, while I'm here, I tried to do this from the inventory and it wasn't working, but I placed it on the floor and we can do get earn 4. So I'm going to scroll and we're going to hope. There he is, Clayton, friends. There it is. Perfect. So all of that work we did with the funeral to try and get the urn didn't work, but it was a lovely little funeral anyway. So I am not upset that we did it. But we now have an urn. We're going to ride to the top of this hill. She is tired, but we really need to work on stuff. Apricity, care for self, care for self. Okay, everyone is going to look after themselves right now. Astrid, we need to go to the top of this thing, and I think I'm going to buy some moodlet silver. We have 4 grand's worth of stuff, but we are in peak night owl hours, so I'm hoping that's going to be helpful for us. Currently, our skill is level 9. I'm going to keep going here until she gives up, which I think she already has done because she's tired. Oh, we're injured, so she might not continue, but let's see if we can get her to try. She's bored of the skill. Oh, well, can we snowboard? What we're going to do is we are going to send her to do this a few times and hopefully... Whoa! Holy God. This woman is so freaking cool. Can I bring Apricity here for 1 second? I just need to check on her. Oh, she's uncomfortable from the loose tooth. Okay, that's fine. Wait, Duke Gooseman was adopted by the Hekekia household? Did Dina just adopt a horse? Yay, Apricity reached social level 2. And our snowboarding skill is going up. Fantastic. We are going to have to send Astrid into work. She doesn't work today, which is great. We can spend today working on the skills, but our boss is just not happy with the level of work we're doing. There it is. Snowboarding level 8. Astrid can now dare to attempt risky slope on other sims. She also unlocked the ability to do more tricks on the slope. She is fatigued and she's in a bad mood because she's used loner equipment. So I think that's why she stopped. So what I'm actually going to do, let's send her home. Right, what is going on in here? Everyone is like really unhappy right now. Are you okay? Oh, is he sick? Take to the vet clinic. Okay, don't brush him. Just go and get him. Wait, do we have a wellness treat? We might have wellness treats that we can give him. Except that I can't click on anything right now. This is fine. Okay, pausing's not working. I'm gonna save. I don't know what that means. Okay, we're back in. I think we're okay. If anything else comes up, we'll fix it. But I removed the urn mod now that we have Clayton's urn. We don't need that anymore. So if that was causing any problems, it's gone. Let me just double check to make sure that we have Clayton's urn. Okay, good. We do. I couldn't see it for a second because I forgot that it wasn't an urn. It was like the alien gravestone. And I got really scared for a second, but we have it. So yay, great, fantastic. One thing I do want to have a look at, I don't know where they're living right now, which is kind of annoying, but I kind of want to see if we can go like visit Dina. I want to see if she has a horse. So let's go into manage worlds. Wait, the Goths moved to Sulani and they have an entirely full household. Like Mortimer's not there. It looks like it's like Bella, Cassandra, and a bunch of random people. What is happening in my game right now? Hekekia, look! Oh my god, they've got so many kids. Wait, hang on. I need to know what's going on with this right now. So we've got Yukabanipo Hekekia, who was married to Dina now. They've got Sergio, Curtis and Jody as their kids, and they also now have Duke Gooseman living in Solani with a horse on an island. I kind of love that because it kind of means that they can like ride the horse around on the beach, which would be hilarious, but also like you're totally stranded. Like there's no way they can get to the mainland with that horse. I don't know, like, should we go and do a renovation of some of these people's houses? Like the Hekekia household with like the 3 kids and their horse now. Should we go and make like a beachside stable for Duke Gooseman? And also for some reason it says Akiyama on Nancy's household. I don't know why. That's this household over here with Jenna. For some reason it says Akiyama on Nancy's place as well. I don't know, but maybe... Oh wait, hold on. I understand why it says Akiyama now. Why is... Wait, what is the T here? Taku moved out of home. For some reason, Taku has moved in with Nancy and the boys. That's like some really dirty tea going on here. What do we think's happened? Oh god, this game is just... I love this game so much. Like the things it does when you've got neighborhood stories on is just freaking hilarious. I thought we had some extra vet... Ah, there it is. Astrid's got them. So Darius, can we now give you a vet treat? I'm sorry, buddy. Here you go. All right, well, while that's happening, we're going to go and continue building the treehouse. He's feeling focused, so that will help him with his handiness skill. Astrid is just going to go take herself off to the bathroom. And then I want to find, where did I leave my laptop? Now, how do we write a will? Because I'm using the searchable pie menu from Twisted Mexi, I can search for this by just typing it in. So I don't know what like specific drop down this is in, but we can do start a will. Create a will to make plans for simoleons, heirlooms, and dependents upon your death. Although, what would we set as our heirloom? Maybe this? Climb to the top of Everest. I feel like this is representative of her and her journey, so I guess we can do that one. Astrid has created a will which can be found in her inventory. It's now up to her to decide who is most deserving of each inheritance. Keep in mind that simoleons from the dastardly household cannot be passed down to other households unless Astrid is the last sim in the household to die. Obviously, dastardly is Darius's last name, but we have kept the Andromeda name. So it seems like in this case, like dependents, animals and children stuff, and like maybe the items will go to people, but any money stays within the household. That's really interesting. Update will. What does this do? Okay, so we can leave a personal note. Sim remains, simoleons, dependents, and heirlooms. So choose an heirloom and a recipient. So, okay, so let's get her to set the heirloom first. Astrid has designated an heirloom. This object is clearly very special to her, so be sure to cherish it and keep track of it as time passes. At some point, Astrid may want to pass on an heirloom to someone special to ensure it's treasured for generations to come. If Astrid would like to pass on her heirloom upon her death, recipients may be designated via her will, which can be started via a computer or scheduling a meeting with the inheritance lawyer on the phone. I guess you can do it from your phone as well. That's really good to know. Interesting, we can't leave it to the children. So I guess they have to be old enough for that. For now, I'll set it to Darius. And I think for Darius, we'll do the same. We'll set everything to Astrid until, at the very least, Apricity is old enough that we can give it to her. Now let's see. Dependents. So okay, Robin. Oh, so you have to assign them to another household. Well, I mean, I would have to be either Jenna or Nancy, right? I feel like let's go with Nancy. And then we'll do dependents. We'll do, let's leave the animals to Jenna and Takado. Okay, those are done. So let's have a look. What's the next one? Simoleons. Oh, so you can select to give it to another household or to charity. We'll update this all later. If I forget, then remind me, but let's say give 40% of the household funds to charity. Let's give the money to Nancy because that's where Robin is, so she would be in that household. She can get the money. Like I say, we're gonna fix all this later. Sim remains. Funeral activities? Oh, we can set the funeral right now. Okay, interesting. So I think let's do this. Let's do mourn the deceased, give toasts, give a eulogy, use ghost mastery for good. If we have that, I don't know, just so we can like use the ethereal forces to console people around us. I'm in like quite a big energy, so we're very active. Let's do dancing, make it a celebration as well. So let's do that. Okay, and we get to choose this as well. Oh wait, that looks so cute. It's got like the galaxy to it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one because it looks like I say, it's like galaxy, so zodiac, that makes sense. And then the last thing we have is to leave a personal note, so we can write a note and set an emotion to it. I guess let's go with inspired because I was gonna go with like energized, but that doesn't seem to be an option on here because I was like, well, she's very active, so her like pumping up whoever's reading them, no, it would make sense. But we're gonna go with inspired because, you know, like we need our next generation to be chefs, so inspiration, creativity makes sense. But also we are building the story up of the kids being very creative people. Darius was very creative, so it would make sense that they're leaving some inspiration for their children to be like, look at everything we've done throughout our lives. Like, you know, I've gone out and I've done all of these things. If you want to achieve them, you can achieve them. Go ahead and do it. So leave an inspirational kind of vibe to it. And let's see, we can write a personal note as well. Oh, you can actually write the note yourself. Wait, that's so cute. So she's written, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. Aspire to be your best selves. I'm so proud you can do it. All right, we're gonna update these things. We'll do the same for Darius as well once he's home from work. We actually haven't done anything else since we've been home, and we are still feeling it from the injuries from being out and about. So I think what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do some stuff with Robin while they're at school and work. We only have a little bit before Apricity is home. So let's just spend some time with Robin briefly. Let's get her some of her skills up. And there is Apricity. Go play inside, you know, just go do some fun things. Play around for a little bit. And then hopefully we'll get her to actually do her homework for once. Because I think she only did it like the first day. And after that, like, she's just not done anything. Apricity's just having a great time up here. Just playing with the little toys. Talking about apples and trees and cars. Going on a journey to Candy Mountain. You know, she's actually feeling better, so I'm kind of tempted to go straight back out to the slopes, even though I just set Apricity up to do a bunch of stuff. You know what, let's get her to have food first, and then we can actually bring her with us to the onsen. We can get her to do her homework down there. I just realized Apricity doesn't have homework. Okay, there it is, grade school homework. Let's put that down here at the front desk. So she's gonna pee, she's gonna shower, then hopefully she'll feel a bit better. She's too uncomfortable to set her to do homework right now. She was in a prank toilet. Oh, now she's gonna feel even more annoyed. Gosh dang it. Oh, we fell over. Sorry, Astrid. I wasn't paying attention. Right, let's set her to do some rock climbing, and Apricity is going to be our main focus for right now. Okay, now go and do the homework, please. I know she's tired, but we're going to treat her afterwards. Actually going to go and get her to brush her teeth as well, because this loose tooth thing is making life really difficult right now. And I want to see whether or not we can get her to like get this tooth out. She's gonna feel a bit better. I think you can either pull it out or you can like wait for it to fall out. And brushing teeth is supposed to help. Oh, there we go. 2 hours left. One more time. All right, nice. 20 minutes. Can you go nap on something? Yeah, go nap on the sofa for a moment, just until you feel a little better. Hooray! We've lost the loose tooth. She can wait a while for a new tooth to appear or can elect to fix the missing tooth. Do we have that in our inventory now? Because I feel like there's like a tooth fairy thing you can do and I've never actually done it. So, oh, we have the tooth fairy certificate. Hooray! Are you awake enough to do your homework? Where did I leave it? All right, let's go, Apricity. Get the homework done. Hooray! Good job. Do you want to go hang out in here? Oh wait, does she have a missing tooth in the picture? Oh, that's hysterical. Talk about school. Just get your social up a little bit. Uh-oh, we're passing out. Energy failure! The temptation to just get another moodlet solver, seriously. But like, she is injured and she's like exhausted. Okay, fine. All right, I think it's time we go home. Well, that was nice though. Like, we may not have had much of a chance to actually enjoy ourselves out here, but she was able to take care of herself at least. So that's something. Oh, it's all right. Only a ghost saw that. We're just gonna get Robin to walk around a little bit because she's so close to leveling up her movement skill. Yay, there it is. Movement level 3. She's almost there on her potty skill as well. Do I just get her to like poop 1,000 times until she's leveled up? Well, actually, let's talk to Dad. Oh, these two just hanging out is the sweetest. Look at this. Parent power, go. Cleaning up everything. Oh my god, there's food everywhere. Jesus Christ, I always forget like what a mess they make. Right, Astrid, I have to send her into work because again, just disappointed. So performance is good, but I really don't want to risk getting demoted, so I'm going to send her into work today. She's home by 3. That'll be fine. Do I have time for a quick one of these? Nope. I was going to try and give him a smooch, but it's time to go to work. So it's a Darius day today, I guess. We have work in 5 hours, but we have a lot of time to be able to get this treehouse done. To be honest, Mojo probably needs to go for a walk, doesn't he? But you know what? Let's go for a jog. Let's do it. It's been a long time since we've seen Darius in his workout gear. Like, he hasn't done anything in a long time, but it's like, he has this dog now. He has an excuse to kind of go running. Like, his wife is so trim and so fucking fit because she can climb walls, she can ski, she can snowboard. And I think it'd be really cute at some point to go for a nice bike ride together again, because we haven't done one of those in ages. But like, I think this is like a good time for Darius to just kind of go for like a run with Mojo. Let's just spend some time with him today, you know, before he has to go to work. All right, we're right outside the house somewhere, I think, so we might need to just go home now, just in time to go to work. Good job, Darius. Ooh, writer's block. Darius is a little stuck on his latest story. He noticed that a co-worker accidentally left a manuscript draft in the office. Does he borrow some of their ideas or just submit what he's got? I don't think he's in the business of stealing other people's ideas. Just be honest about it. The co-worker, on the other hand, gets a promotion for what turned out to be a seminal piece of literature. If only. Well, I mean, good on them, you know, for making something that's so good they got a promotion. Like, hopefully we can get that too. Sweet. Grades are up. We are absolutely exhausted though. And look at our missing tooth as well. Oh, oh my god. Oh, okay, so let's have a look. We need to get one skill to level 4, but she's also exhausted. How do we make a meal? Family recipes. Create a family recipe. This is what I wanted to try. So base recipe. I kind of feel like the winter cake works because we had winter themed baby names. We're here in the literal coldest world in The Sims. And we made a winter cake for one of their birthday cakes, so I think that works. Enter a name. Andromeda Ice. I don't know, it's not a great name, but it doesn't have to be a good name. So a secret ingredient. I'm gonna go with blueberries. I don't know why, I just really, really like blueberries. I don't know if it's a traditional thing in a winter cake, but we're gonna add one. So meal effects, what can we add? All right, so we have Moodlet Booster or Fertility Unleashed. The Moodlet Booster increases the duration of happy and inspired moodlets. Or the fertility one boosts fertility and increases the likelihood of twins or triplets for Sims aged young adult or older. Wait, that could be really helpful because our next generation, generation 2 is going to be Taurus. Generation 3 is Gemini. So we need to have twins in generation 2. So let's make a fertility winter cake and see if our Taurus generation is more likely to get twins. I think that'll be hilarious. Nice. Well, you're kind of hungry, so how do we pass down a family recipe? Okay, so it looks like we can teach a family recipe to anyone who's old enough to cook. Apricity is asleep right now. I'm actually gonna like kind of annoy her by waking her up because I want to have a look in the menu here. So it's under hobbies, teach family recipe, Andromeda Ice. I'm not sure if we need to be able to cook together to do it, but let's see if we can. Okay, so do we know it now? We're talking about cupcakes. Okay, but did we learn the recipe though? I'm not convinced we did. Let's deal with their needs a little bit first and then we'll do it later. Oh, put the tooth under the pillow. It's time to head to bed. If you're lucky, when you wake up, you'll have a nice surprise from the tooth fairy waiting for you in your inventory. Robin is hungry. You come take a piece of the cake as well. I know you're also tired, and yes, this is a fertility cake technically, but nobody in this family is going to be having kids. Like, it doesn't affect anybody who's like teen or younger. And I don't think Astrid is going to be popping out anymore anytime soon, so I'm alright to just kind of eat this cake. We are so close to getting stuff done today. We literally, like, we've been working on the skills with Astrid in the background. I reckon we try and get snowboarding to level 9 today, and then next episode we're going to try and get them both to level 10. The rock climbing is just taking absolutely forever, so that one is going to have to be something we work on a little bit, like, really focus. It's gonna have to be like 2 or 3 days again away from the family, just completely focused. Oh, it's Robin's birthday soon. Oh, he's starting to burn out. Right, we're gonna have to like hold off on some of the creative stuff because I think it's a creative fog, right? Yeah. Is handiness a creative skill? So I want him to work on the treehouse, but if that's gonna like affect the burnout, then that might be a bad idea. Whoa, wait, what is... Oh! Wait, please tell me that's a lie. Because I just looked for Mojo and it took me to the train track as a train went over the tracks. Are you kidding me? Supposedly Mojo's right here, but I don't see him. I swear to God, if this game just ran my dog over with a train, I'm quitting Sims. I'm never playing this game again if that's what it just did to me. Darius, Astrid, can someone wake up and call the dog? I'm just gonna follow and see what happens. Because it's still got me over here. I'm not moving anything right now, but the camera's moving. What is happening? Where is my dog? Mojo! Okay, we'll find Mojo in a minute, but let's have a read of this. Oh my God, this game's so broken. Fertility unleashed from eating a family recipe. After a special meal, Astrid can't shake the vision of a larger family. Rampant hormones are fueling the desire for some woohoo. Hey Darius, everyone's asleep. Good morning. Did he say no? Wait. Why did Darius say no to that? Are we good? Is it because he's dazed? What if we do it from the other side? Like, maybe if he initiates it, it'll be better? But trust me, dude, she's into it. I almost clicked on try for baby. That would have been a disaster. Mojo is apparently still on this freaking train track, which is kind of scaring me a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on with my dog. I might actually have to leave and come back to see what's happening. 88 bucks? A fair trade was made, but be not dismayed, soon you'll have an upgrade. We just got 88 bucks for a tooth. I will take it. What? I just put a plate from her inventory onto the surface and tried to put it in the sink and it turned to ash. This game is totally fine. Oh well, it's alright. Let's put these up. We have the tooth fairy certificate and then the little sticker here from having our tooth taken away. I'm really concerned about Mojo. Let me get through these interactions. Let's let Apricity have her food. And then I'll save and I'll come back. Complain about the dish. This mac and cheese, I can make it so much better, Mom. Also, my timer's stuck again and I'm worried. I'm trying to pause it and it won't pause. Yeah, let's just quit the game. Oh no, it's taking 10 years to save.
One eternity later.
Okay guys, I've been sitting on this screen for about 10 minutes waiting for it to save or move or change or do something, and nothing is working. You can see it's trying to save, and down here it says it's paused. It's stuck on 4:03 AM. I'm gonna have to close the game down. And I don't remember when I last saved, so depending on how far back this sends me, I will catch up to the point we're at off camera. But let's see, I'm gonna have to just force close it and see where we're at. So I'll see you in a second and we can assess the damage. Everybody pray with me right now as we're loading in. Like, cross your fingers, make a prayer to whichever god or being of the earth you worship, and like, gods of Sims 4, please let my game be okay. So we've loaded in with 57,000 simoleons, which means it's definitely set us back. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna load into the save, I'm gonna find out where we are, and what I'll probably do, I'll stop recording, I'll go back in the footage and find out at what point in the footage we were and redo anything I need to redo off camera, and then we'll come back and we'll end the episode. I think it's telling me you've played too much Sims today, get off. So I will fix whatever I need to fix. Next time I see you, we'll be back having done like whatever it is we need to redo. I will see you on the other side. So I'm over here just replaying the things that we lost when the game crashed, and this pop-up came up, which didn't actually come up in the original gameplay, so I thought I'd let you guys in on this, seeing as how this is going to be in the final version of the game, assuming it doesn't crash again. But we have a love letter. It says, Apricity is grabbing her lunch from her backpack when she notices something red inside. It's a note shaped like a heart, with the words "You are cute" written on it, and nothing else. She thinks it might be the new boy who always seems to stare. Does she ask him or wait and see? I really genuinely believe that Apricity would confront the new kid. She's grown up with Astrid, who's such a confident person and puts herself out there no matter what. I really think she's probably learned to just kind of have the confidence to go, hey, I got this note. Is this from you? If not, whatever, you know, but we're going to see what happens. Apricity, go and ask the new kid. The new boy is alone since he doesn't have many friends yet. But when Apricity presents the note, the new boy misunderstands. I don't even know you. Worse, the class gossip comes around the corner and spies them together. However bad this feels now, it'll be so much worse soon. You can bear it though, Apricity. You had to ask. I really feel like she wouldn't have just waited and seen. Like, she is very much her mother's daughter. And at that point, Astrid would have confronted them. So I feel like it was absolutely an Apricity thing to do. She can shake this off. You're gonna be alright, my girl. Oh, we've had another pop-up. So I was just sending Darius out on a jog with Mojo, exactly as we did, and Apricity's just started school. It's Thursday morning, and it says Apricity's PE class gets to run laps, lots of them, to build their stamina and lung capacity. She's mostly through the first lap when she notices a gap under the bleachers, just the right size for a little rest. Would coach notice if she sat out a few laps? Again, I sort of feel like there's an influence from her mum here, where she would keep running because she's always doing like extreme sports and stuff that keeps her active. Apricity glances around and decides it's too risky, but imagining that cool shade helps her pick up a little speed. Apricity finishes all her laps with a new personal best time. Performance gain small. Oh my gosh, so many new things are happening on this particular run. If anything has like not occurred that you've already watched, I'll kind of let you know, but so far pretty much everything that you saw has already happened. It's just a bunch of new stuff. So we have silver screen simoleons pop up regarding Darius. It says Darius's latest novel is burning up the San Myshuno Times bestseller list. The royalties from book sales have provided a steady income, but a phone call he just received could easily be his most lucrative opportunity yet. A producer from Plum Bob Pictures reached out to express interest in adapting his novel into a blockbuster film. Unfortunately, they insisted that he couldn't retain creative control over the final screenplay. Is it worth sacrificing his artistic freedom? If we sell the movie rights, he gets fame and money. If he declines the deal, his life will continue unchanged. We ain't selling out if we don't get to keep our own, like, intellectual rights of our own property. Nah, fuck that. Decline the deal. If we got to keep our own, like, artistic license and work with them so that if they made changes, we at least approved them, that would be something. But to completely take away all, like, rights to the creative piece, nah, decline. Alright, so we're basically up to date with everything now. We're on the evening where the game crashed. I'm waiting for Darius to get home so they can have their little woohoo time. Don't worry, Mojo's fine. He is home. He is not on the train tracks. We know where he is, but this is new. I didn't get this call last time, so I wanted to just kind of restart it from here, and then we're going to kind of close out very soon. But Jenna has called us and said, I had a dream about you last night. You were being followed by Grim. He kept looking down at his slablet and then looking at you. At least, I think he was looking at you. I don't think he actually had a face. Whatever, that doesn't matter. What matters is that I think I might be psychic. So this is serious. You're in danger, my friend. I don't think she'd be afraid based on just a dream. So I think she would say, I think I'll be fine. Almost like part reassurance to Jenna, like, it's just a dream, I'm gonna be okay. But also because I feel like she wouldn't just jump to conclusions, right? She's like clear-headed. If anything, she'd be more annoyed than scared because she is hot-headed. So if anything, she'd be more annoyed by this. I guess we'll see what happens based on that then. But what we're gonna do is we'll restart from this point, because basically this is where I left it more or less last time, like a few hours earlier. Mojo is here, we know where he is, Stanley's here too, so we're basically just, everything else was about the same. We're waiting for the Tooth Fairy from Apricity. Whenever she wakes up, we're gonna get that. Robin is just chilling down here. I've just got Astrid like reading a rock climbing book because apparently this time around I was just extra efficient, and we basically have done everything that I did when I recorded last with several hours to spare. I don't know that this book is actually giving us any skill. I don't think it is, no. I'm on the same percentage as when I started, but I was like, I might as well just kind of do some stuff. I don't trust Mojo out in the world tonight with that freaking train out there, so we're not going to go and take him for a walk until the next day. I want to make sure he's safe until tomorrow. just to prove that we're okay and we're golden, I'm going to say right now, everybody cross your fingers that we're okay. Okay, beautiful. It's saved. Essentially now we're just waiting for Darius to get home, which I think is 9 p.m, right? You know what we're going to do? We're actually going to do it differently this time because he does want to woohoo in a bush as part of his... Don't ask me why. Also, why did I open to small business? I'm not a small business. We're gonna grab one of these. We've got these little bushies and we're just gonna pop one of these on the lot. I think just out here, like make it look like it's part of the scenery. Hopefully they can use that. But I think that'll be like a fun little thing. Get it off his bucket list. I will ask from his perspective because he's still in a bad mood. And just in case that was the problem, I do want to make sure that we're actually like making sure this happens without ruining their relationship. The animals are just yelling back there, but we're going to ignore them. It's time for some bush time. Sweet. So let's see what happens this time then, because we obviously last time we didn't do it with the bush. So this is actually one of his, if you see here, the Soul's Journey, one of his bucket list things. So I kind of want to know what happens here, and then maybe what we'll do is we'll set another bucket list task. Oh, hello, the road ahead. Darius is off to a great start in his soul journey. With this achievement, Darius now gains extra satisfaction points. Sweet! And he's inspired the road ahead from living a fulfilled life. The soul's journey is going to be a long one, but Darius is in it for the long haul. It's the first step in the road towards true satisfaction. And he was truly satisfied. And he also has this as well, so scratch that one off the bucket list from completing a bucket list goal. Wow, it really feels great to knock off one of those bucket list items. Who could have guessed achieving a lifelong goal would be so fulfilling? I'm going to see if I can get one of those journals to write bucket list things in. I don't know if it's a specific kind of one, but I'm going to have a look through and just buy ourselves one. All right, I just bought the blue one and we've put it down here in the kitchen. I'm going to go and get him to, if he can do it before he passes out, just go and write a random goal. Astrid, just come in here for a second. Let him do his thing before he passes out, and then we'll get you to do another one. I think if we get a couple of them for each of them, that'll be fine. He wants to woohoo in a waterfall? Is that what you want in life? I mean, fair enough, I suppose, but like, come on, dude. All right, let's get her to write another goal as well. Let's just see what she wants to do as her second thing. What should be some like massive kind of like, wow, this is a big goal kind of thing, and all Darius wants to do is woohoo. Okay. I don't really know what happened because we didn't do anything. We wrote in the journal and then it said we did something in the Soul's Journey and we got a point even though there's nothing new in here. So I don't know. The one thing I did want to do before we ended the episode, which is what I tried to do when it crashed, so we're going to save immediately, is I want to see if we can get a Pressity up to teach her the family recipe. So we go to the fridge, go to family recipes, teach family recipe, Andromeda eyes to a Pressity. Go. Okay, I can't actually tell whether or not we know the family recipe or not. I thought we were going to go and like cook it together or something, but nothing seems to be changing. So I don't know, maybe we'll have to wait for her to be old enough to cook it, but I guess she knows now. Alright, well, let's send her to bed. Pressity is hungry, so we're going to just get her to have some food, get her to do her homework, and then be ready for the next day of school, which we're going to start next episode. So we'll grab the pancakes. It's the last set of food, like proper food in the fridge. So we'll have to cook some more, but that's okay. Okay, apparently like interacting with Stanley isn't working properly and I'm a bit scared. So I wanted her to do her homework, but honestly at this point I'm scared for my game safety. So I think we're gonna close it out here and we'll pick up next time wherever we are. Darius is, oh, he's not having a good time, is he? He is creatively burned out a little bit. He's not fully burned out, but he's very close to it. Well, this has been a very eventful episode. It feels like a lot happened, but also not a lot happened. But we did get a few things achieved today. So we did end on snowboarding level 8 and rock climbing level 9. I did want to get them both to level 9 today, but to be honest, we're so close to level 9 on snowboarding. We just got to get her out on the slopes and do the thing. And the same for the climbing. The book is not helping anymore, so we just have to kind of get out and just do the things. So I think what we're going to do is we'll send her to the onsen rather than climbing at the gym, because if she gets bored of rock climbing, we can swap to snowboarding and vice versa. We can do both of those right next to each other. So next time, hopefully we'll master at least one of those skills. We are so close to finishing. And in terms of the next generation, we have the will ready for Astrid. I do need to set up Darius's, but I'll probably do that off camera. And obviously we need to make amendments to it for as and when Apricity and Robin are old enough that we can leave things to them directly. Apricity, however, is feeling a lot better than she was earlier on in the episode. There was a moment there when I was like really concerned for her because she had a missing tooth. She was exhausted all the time, but I think we've got her back to a good spot right now. So next time is going to be getting her homework done is how we're going to start, because her grades are up to B, so we're going to make sure we get her homework done. I want to do some more cooking with her, see whether or not we can get her some gardening stuff, but we need to finish the treehouse next episode, so we are going to maybe take a couple of vacation days, get the treehouse built, get the skills for Astrid done, and work on Apricity's aspiration a little bit. We're so close to the end. It's so sad, but really exciting to watch these kids grow up, honestly. So I'm really excited for that. Thank you so much for being here, though, and enduring the absolute chaos, which was my game just completely melting. But we got there in the end. We are exactly back to the spot we were before, and I'm looking forward to what's to come. For now, though, thank you so much for watching. Please leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below as always. And remember, it's always tea time somewhere in the world. Bye-bye.